What's going on? It's Straight Up Busters. This is episode 40. Yep, no one's questioning it. So
yeah, that's 40. I assume it's 40. You said it was 40 earlier.
We have a few lights going on behind us. We're definitely not doing anything magical or sexual, is what I'm going to say. But we're not doing any of those, at least not till after the podcast. We're going to go around the clock. I'm going to go to Dingle first because the gentleman's right next to me. What's going to happen in 2024? He has been away for one episode.
Yep, hello everybody. It's good to be back. I've missed you all. Dingle Games is coming back. It's coming back on your mum's back. It's going to be good. I'm going to do more. I'm going to do reaction videos. So it's not just going to be games. There are going to be a lot of random games, like 3 random games. I might have some guests, like these 3. I'm looking forward to growing Dingle Games, and it's going to come back. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really hyped about it. But we got a Facebook page as well. So if you want to go follow that, it's Straight Up Busters. Go comment and say how crap we are over there, and free love on the free love highway.
SD, you're next, slouching over there.
Merchandise, hashtag punch a map on the back of it. Anyway, I have a YouTube channel. I update occasionally. I also run the channel's X program, i.e. X. That's what I'm doing, so that's me.
Your turn, Jem. Tell him.
I'm Jem. I am the host of Straight Up Warlords. The first episode of Season 2 is being uploaded, I hope. The other project that I'm doing, still need to sort out a few things for, but hopefully that'll be ready later on this year. Yeah, right. I'm in charge of the Reddit, and there is no reason to go there. Please don't go there, because it's a shithole.
Let's go to the subject at hand. We are today talking about Mark Zuckerberg, the guy who created Meta/Facebook/Instagram/ what else is he on?
I thought it was just
Facebook. He didn't make Instagram, but he bought it.
He bought it, yeah. What else does Meta own?
Basically, he's a lizard, even though he says he isn't one. He's an alien.
Yeah, that really went into detail. What else does he own?
He's worth $170 billion.
I think he owns WhatsApp.
Really? Yeah, Meta.
Yeah.
So there's no privacy now?
No.
First base. Right, so I'm going to read
the
out.
The big Zuck knows all of our plans before anything happens, because we use WhatsApp as our...
He has drones.
So I have a specific article to read out. I won't read all. I'll read half of it, and we can discuss it amongst ourselves. Basically, he went into they called it a conference, I believe, in I think it was a couple of weeks ago now. It would have been a week ago, but we couldn't get around to doing it when we wanted to do it. Pardon me. So I think it was 2 weeks ago, and I'll just read a little bit of it. This is from The Guardian. If you're not from the UK, it's a UK brand news page. And it goes something like this. When dead children are just the price of doing business, Zuckerberg's apology is empty. By whoever the fuck that is. I don't genuinely approve of blood sports, but I'm happy to make an exception for the hunting and baiting of Silicon Valley's executives in the Congressional Committee meeting. There we go. But then I like expensive, pointless spectacles, and waterboarding tech CEOs in Congress is right up there with firework displays. A brief, thrillingly meaningless sensation in the retina and then darkness, whatever that means. Last week's grilling of Mark Zuckerberg and his fellow Silicon Valley was a classic genre, front pages headline, and genuinely standout moment of awkwardness on which he was forced to face the victims for the first time ever and apologize. Stricken parents holding the photographs of their dead children lost to cyberbullying and sexual exploitation on his platform.
So you've been busy.
I might read one more part if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Less than 6 hours later, his company delivered its quarterly results. Meta's stock price surged by 20% and 20.3%, delivering $200 billion bump to the company's market capitalization. And if you're counting, which is CEOs, as CEO, he presumably does, a 400 million sweetener for Zuckerberg himself. Those who are listening to the earnings call tell me there was no mention of dead children. I can go on a bit more if you want, but there's It's about double what I just said then. So
I
we can talk about what I'd already said, and I can carry on after. Or
I think the point has been made.
Yeah, the guy's a freak.
Well, not just that, but also the person who wrote that clearly has no love for the big Zuck.
she's got no vendetta at all.
No
remorse.
Zucker.
Not
is-
not even
Wow.
a slight of bias there.
She went right at him.
She went full pelt.
I
So
mean,
what do
do
we
you
think?
remember
Have
has
any of
anyone
you seen?
got
Have any of you seen the video?
I haven't.
When
No.
Before we start.
When he's in the court,
no,
He's in the courtroom
And they ask
keep
about,
asking questions, and
like,
he keeps
they say like,
dodging it.
what
And he's
was
like, "The families are right behind you. You need to say sorry." And then he finally tells about. You've seen it?
I've seen that. Yeah,
Have you both seen it?
No, I haven't.
seen
Yeah.
clips of it. I've not seen the full of it. It's
See? Okay, well, you've seen it. And I've
seen
Yeah.
like clips of it. The man's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't turn my back on him if I was in the kitchen. Fucking
he is
Jesus.
an alien.
Turn back on him in the bath.
I don't know what to say about that. I mean, that's psychopath.
Hmm.
That's psychopath.
Has anyone been in Facebook jail?
No,
You haven't, really?
I don't think so.
I think-
To be fair, I don't actually go on Facebook anymore.
No, I don't. Occasionally.
Every now and then to say happy birthday to people. Isn't that right, R-Techz? And Dingle?
He said, "Yeah, right." So obviously, did him.
Hey, I did it for you as well. Stop being a bitch.
Dave, we can hardly hear you, man.
Look at my space.
You're wearing whose facial? I thought you're married.
MySpace.
Oh, MySpace. This is way pre Zuckerberg here. Might as well talk about Bebo. That's right.
Bebo. Classic.
Oh, wow.
Classic.
Used to be able to send like 3 hearts to people a day and stuff. And have the like your other half as a little box and your friends, who's the best friend, number 1, number 2. Oh,
Do you know what we need to do? We need to have Gembo.
Start our own social network, is this?
SDO.
That's Dio.
That sounds like
That's a fucking.
a sexual disease. Isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, you've been diagnosed with SDO.
Dingbo.
So, Jen, what do you think about the? If I break this into a couple of sections, so what do you think? What do you think the impact on social media has on anyone under 16?
Anyone under 16. Okay, so I think we've said before that I think we all agree that social media needs to have an age limit of like 18.
Yeah, we did. I remember an episode
Yeah.
we said that.
It does need an age limit of 8.
I
18.
would say an intelligence limit. Intelligence limit.
Yeah, but then you know the people.
How do you make-
I suppose that'll wipe out 99% of them.
Yeah, they won't be able to make any money because if you put an intelligence limit, SD you wouldn't be on it.
Oh, no.
And B, anyone who would reach the limit would then also be like, well, you see, here they want me to buy stuff and pay them money for it, when I can just not.
It's a roast.
But yeah, when it comes to
I didn't say where it is going to the acceptance rate.
yeah.
Would you accept below or would you accept above?
Would you
I didn't
accept?
necessarily say that.
Yeah.
Like, you have to
And-
have an intelligence less than 90, so
Where's Mike?
I'll definitely be on there.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. So
Maybe the second.
when it comes to the impact on people younger than 16, I think it's always going to be a very difficult thing to really measure because there's so many, other factors involved. Like what kind of personality this child has, what kind of parenting they have. Well, there's what kind of social life they have. If you are under 16, you're on Facebook and you are not not in the most popular group, or you don't have a good clique of friends around you to, protect you from these things, then social networking will always lead to you being depressed, miserable, whatever.
Yeah, agree to that.
Also, if you have any underlying issues, I don't know, you have body dysmorphia, for example, where you see all these other people on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and that, who all have these perfect bodies, and they, people look at Dingle and be like, "Oh my god, I want that beard," and then they might think, well, I've got to do all of this other stuff to get to that beard. I will never have that beard. And then they get depressed and get upset and do all that. And as adults, us four, we can just go around and be like, I would like Dingle's beard, but I accept that I cannot grow Dingle's beard. Whereas,
he needs to grow a beard before Dingle's.
You had one. You had one.
He had a brief one. SD's had a bit more trouble on the face puberty level.
Mine just don't stop.
So
I had it in plaits the other day. My niece has put it in
the
plaits.
hair follicles being tortured daily.
Oh, your balls have been tortured lately.
Shaving.
Oh,
Shave your balls.
I was wondering if that was the reason why you're cupping your balls right now.
Shave your balls.
When you get to 30, they get longer.
I
They hang lower.
Yeah. I know the balls do.
What do you reckon, SD?
You know those
Social media. Talk to us.
SD, same question to you as to me.
I'd rather cut my own than somebody else's.
You'd rather cut mine than someone else's. That's lovely, mate. That's.
Can you answer the question now, please?
Yeah, repeat the question, please.
Oh, I'll let you say it, Jam. I'm going to get me and him another drink.
Okay. The question was,
You will be.
what's your opinion on the impact on people under the age of 16 when it comes to social media?
To be fair, kids these days are stupid.
I mean, kids are always stupid. Let's get that.
They don't quite understand that some things you can't always have the same body.
That much.
You know what I mean? If you have a certain body type, you can always be the best in that body type. For instance, I'm rather top heavy. Like Dingle pointed out earlier, I could gain muscle mass so my chest and arms be big, and that'd be my benefit for my body shape. But for instance, somebody else would have, say, a smaller frame, but they would be able to have a ripped body figure, where I would have ample cushioning, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's cases like that, short and tall. Tall, generally athletic type. Short, I guess you could be ripped. I mean, a more fiery attitude, I guess. You make up for it in attitude than you do height, I guess.
Yeah,
But yeah, seriously, it's all about body types. There's never one you can really specialise in, but the more natural growth, I guess, you can pull off, the better. I mean, set realistic goals, which these kids don't. So, I guess, yeah, if they see these perfect bodies on there, they're like, oh, I want that. But 9 times out of 10, they won't put the effort in to actually fucking get it. They'd rather complain about it rather than do it.
And I think as what I say, kids should have a more. Their goal should be academic succession rather than
learning how to ride a bike.
I mean,
not learning how to ride a cock.
Yeah, boy.
I mean, I guess have certain level fitness.
That's how it is.
Always not maintain your health, but also maintain your brain fitness. I mean, you get those. Well, I suppose this day and age where they just hire people based on their skin color or gender or religion, because that's how it's going at the moment.
Actually, that's been cancelled in a lot of states in America. Affirmative action has been cancelled.
Affirmative action has been cancelled?
Yeah.
The cancellers have been cancelled?
No, affirmative action, which means the hiring of people, having quotas for the people you hire. So, having so many people of colour, having so many people of gender differences, having so many people of different sexualities, that's no longer a thing anymore. At least in most states in America.
That is a positive step.
It is. Because that was arguably more racist and more sexist and more homophobic or whatever.
I did SD and Gem Green or something. Dingle, cheers.
I did. I thought I was hearing something.
I think it's quite funny because
Dingle nearly had an aneurysm now.
Yeah, I don't want to go to hospital again.
Oh, fucking hell, no. I just want to get to the point where I'd rather a bit, but
I mean, that's what we've been waiting for, mate.
Yeah.
I said this originally. Kids are stupid, and that's where I'm going to leave it.
Not very nice, is it?
It's good, yeah.
Well, so even your kid is stupid.
It is
I
kids
was
a
a
baby.
stupid kid when I was younger.
So when your child grows up, they're going to be stupid, yeah?
Oh no, they adapt and their brains are like sponge at the moment, so of course they're stupid.
I'm asking SD, when
If
when
you
your daughter
affirm
grows up, is she
child-
going to be stupid?
R-Techz, if you affirm a stupid child, the child is going to grow up to a stupid adult.
Right, so what? How is
So if you tell a child that they're wrong and then give them constructive work on points, they'll be a smart adult. But if you reassure and affirm a stupid child, they're going to be a stupid adult. Without that build on points.
Well, people.
I mean, you can ridicule them, but they must learn from it rather than being depressed about it.
Yeah, people need to learn the ways of the world. Yeah, people need to learn to be realistic. That's what they need to be. But what do you guys think on purely? I mean, you guys haven't seen the video. It's a bit of a shame. But you haven't. Well, you've seen it. I've seen all of it. You've seen a bit of it.
Seen clips of it, yeah.
But he isn't very apologetic to the fact that this social media platform has caused so many suicides and so many cyberbullying and so many this, that, and the other, that he seems quite either oblivious or he just doesn't care, or he leaves it up to his, second, third, fourth, eighth, 12th in command to deal with it.
Yeah,
Think of the
That's what it
parent.
feels like. And now he's the one having to deal with the consequence, but he doesn't really know what to say because he's almost too high up. He doesn't even know what the fuck's going on.
you don't have
So
to.
that's what the guy like, say you saw 2 clips. That's what he was.
He's too busy shagging underage birds at Epstein's Island at that point.
I mean,
Zuckerberg.
I don't-
Where we need to get words here.
I don't see Zuckerberg being on that list, to be honest. I
Sorry.
don't think he was old enough to be part of that list. He would have been one of the people that were being sold.
What? No. What about recently? Not.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. When it comes to, I was just responding to what SD was saying.
Normal me. I keep going there because that's what my fucking keyboard is. Yeah, you guys crack on. Sorry.
Yeah. So when it comes to this, I'm going to be honest. It's not really Mark's fault.
Oh, here we go. Go on, give it to us.
Okay.
Where were the parents at?
All he did was create Facebook and then got rich enough to buy Instagram. And I think it's Instagram that this is going to be the problem.
Why don't we make a social media site?
We've already suggested this. I'm voting for Dingbo as the name.
There we go.
But yeah,
We make a sort of new, like Bebo, but just a newer version.
yeah.
We're fucking rolling it.
Right, I found the original. I found part of it. So I want to get these guys a bit more in the loop about this whole shabam. Because they're reading it and then they're seeing it. So we've still got our oh wait, that's the camera. Share our screen. Our screen has been shared. I'll give you guys about 5 seconds and then I'll start the video.
I need to.
You stuck it on a cock.
No one saw the South Park episode, Mark Zuckerberg.
No.
They ripped. He's in it. He ripped. Well, it's not. It's someone playing it, but they ripped right into him. He's like, "You can't hurt me." Blocked. You
ready, Jem?
Yeah, it's up on the screen right now.
Yeah, you ready?
Yep.
So this is obviously part of it. I've seen like 20 minutes, but this is a bit of it. And apparently me and you can't hear fuck all. What? Can anyone hear anything right now?
Ah, I was correct. I was
can hear you, not the video.
I can hear the video.
I'm glad you can, Nesty.
There we go.
You two can both hear this?
Yeah.
I can hear it now.
Oh. We
in this
can't.
Discord, was it?
It's not. Is it just been in the Discord? No,
Turn the volume up, you lizard.
It is up.
the volume's up the fullest. Oh, bro, that's quite annoying actually that we can't hear that.
Well, we sort of seen it, so only these two see it.
I guess so, yeah. Okay, you guys see it.
We can just mind sign language to it.
It is an awkward.
To nudity on the platform unwanted in the last
Parents of the dead children.
4% said that they had experienced unwanted sexual advances they've been propositioned in the last 7 days. 17% said they had encountered self-harm content pushed at them in the last 7 days. Now, I know you're familiar with these stats because he sent you an email where he lined it all out. I mean, we've got
a poster. Dingle rocks. Oh.
My question is, who did you fire for this? Who got fired because of that?
Some bribe over the phone. I've still got that picture.
There was no linkage. Who did you fire? I said you mischaracterized.
Yeah, he's just thinking, oh, when's this over so I can go to my island.
Yeah, just. Oh, I want this money. The thing is, he doesn't. He just never sounds that remorseful.
He's a robot
to me.
It's
a robot.
Just doesn't give off that vibe. It's more of like a. It's more of like a. It's more standoffish.
South Park ripped right into it. It's fucking hilarious. I think he tried suing them.
Which way is fucking? Oh, we could just put captions on. At least we know what they're saying.
Well done, Ryan. That was a bit late, wasn't it?
Let me ask you this. Have you compensated any of the victims?
There we go. Me and Dingle. Oh, there we go. Halfway through the fucking video.
Have you compensated? I don't believe so. Why not?
Have these guys been compensated? I remember hearing that
Do you
part.
think they deserve some compensation for what your platform has done? Help with counseling services? Help with...
He never really
Okay.
asks questions. He does circles around it.
He just doesn't look like he cares.
He just goes, but my platform. Oh, look.
okay. Here's the thing.
Job, and what we take seriously is making sure that we build...
Yeah, I'm going to carry it on. Let's talk about it.
harmful to make money. Take it off the services to make money. Build tools that empower parents. So you didn't take any action. You didn't take any action. You didn't...
Don't know what should get it back.
We're back.
Let me ask you this. Let me
Yeah,
ask you
man,
this.
for that.
Families of victims here
No, so at the moment I'm just like, God damn.
It was too dark though, didn't it?
No, I don't care.
Would you like to do so now? Well,
Just floating teeth in the dark.
Oh, bro.
Would you like
And
now
pounds.
to apologize?
We can't do this. We can't. No, I told you I'm not. No, I'm not editing. No,
Oh, shit, yeah.
I'm not. This is staying. This is in there. And if you're. Yeah, that's it. Here we go. Here's the fucking. Look at the paparazzi all over it. I know. I've got a real hate for paparazzi. I really do. I don't know. They just. Maybe it's just the way they're painted, but.
It's like they're rodents. Like, they're just like, fuck off. Like rats around a bin.
It is, yeah, I guess it is, yeah.
Like mosquitoes when it's really hot. Fuck off.
The thing is that these people know they're around. I would play it, well, I know it all, like, we all say this, but I would like to think I'd play it so much smoother with people around. No, I'm just hit a piss. But I think it's the same reason why people like me, you, Gem, and SD won't ever be in the spotlight, because we are like that.
Yeah.
People that aren't like that are exactly like him. Like, this whole time we've watched this for 3 minutes, and this guy doesn't know what fucking day it is right now.
Well, Senator, we're doing an industry
You're fighting
Your product is killing people. Will you personally commit to compensating the victims?
The thing is, what makes her look unattractive, she looks really
This
worried.
guy is proper going for him, isn't he? He's got
Yeah,
the
they both are. If you watch the whole thing, they're going for it. Good on him. But Kelsey doesn't know what to say. He can't even look him dead in the face. This is how you know.
He keeps looking down.
Yeah, they're giving him. The eye contact is everything. He doesn't know where to look. He doesn't know what to say.
He'll look down again in a sec.
And he's a fucking disgrace, mate.
Man, I'm loving this guy though.
He hasn't taken his eyes off him this whole time I started the video.
Probably hungry.
You could do so here today, and you should. You should, Mr. Zuckerberg.
Guys, go right at him.
Can I talk now?
There we are. Type of thing. So SD, you wanted to talk. What were you going to say? Just to torture Gem a bit more, because I know he's gagging. We're going to go to SD first. Thoughts. I'm so sorry.
If you shut up, let me speak. Christ.
Partly killed that, mate.
Handle the heat. He can't handle the heat whatsoever because questions. Guaranteed, he wasn't being allowed to actually fucking answer those questions because the guy wouldn't shut the fuck up.
He was given all the time to answer the questions.
It sounded like he didn't really know what was going on, and that he was like,
"Yeah, but that's not good.
We don't accept liability because people use it at their own risk."
No,
at the same time, they're advertising, "Oh, there's sexy singles 3 miles in your vicinity," or some bullshit like that. They don't actually vet the advertisements.
But SD, let me cut in.
Like age, age.
I understand that to a certain degree, but this is the point they were making, right? They were saying you're the fucking top-notch honcho boss man. You out of all people, you should know what's going on. That's the sort of.
He's disconnected.
Like, we all know he's not going to know every little bitty fucking stat, but
he's too
we're
high
not
up.
talking about little things here, and this is talking about the children. Karen Esty.
He's too high up. He's not enough of a gobshite like I've seen some politicians, some media. I just want to make this clear. The only way, the only thing you really need to become part of the media is a level 2 in English, and that's all you need.
Yeah, but what's he got?
All you need is
a gobshite, though. I don't understand the.
No, I was getting to that. The way Mark Zuckerberg is, he's like one of these naive university students. He's basically made all this money from advertisements and all the other bullshit. He hasn't properly invested. He hasn't properly invested in actually making a platform people actually want to be on. The only reason people want to be on that platform is not because of him. It's because of other people who are actually interesting to talk to. It's like the way Twitter was run, where Elon Musk bought it and then fired all the fucking fun sponges and fucking sensitive wankers, and then suddenly become a platform to show all the nastiness of these so-called groups that are apparently the good guys. I think Mark Zuckerberg's they haven't given a chance to people to self-govern themselves and say, yes, there should be an age limit, but always take the information you find on here as with a pinch of salt.
Or pepper.
Or pepper if you want to fucking ruin it that way.
What do you reckon, Jeb? Give it to us.
Okay.
You've been gagging. I'm not sure about it.
Mark Zuckerberg is not personally responsible for those kids' deaths.
Oh, no.
He has absolutely no reason to put any of his own money into that fund. I'm just going to say that now. He didn't make he didn't make Instagram. Instagram already existed and he bought it, so it's not something he made. Okay, that's something that we need to point out first. Secondly, he has been trying to, do things to protect the kids.
Right.
But if you as a parent are not doing the things in your power to protect your children, and then something happens and they get exposed to something that they shouldn't have, or something happens to them that leaves them mentally damaged, and you then turn around and be like, well, it's all Mark Zuckerberg's fault. I'm sorry, go fuck yourself. You didn't do all you could to protect your child in that situation. If you
we're all around the same age, right? And we all know how easy it is to sack off your parents' settings. I didn't know it until I was a lot older, but now that I'm 31, what?
They're actually a lot.
I know it's literally as easy as fucking pudding and pie. I could do it tomorrow, go on my parents, watch as much porn as I want, or whatever else.
I have been in charge of the parental controls at my parents' place for the foster children that they have, and they have not been able to get past any of the stuff that I've set up.
And how would you know that?
Because I know that, because I was the one that set it up, and I know what they are able and what not able to access.
That's not really giving details. I wouldn't.
Well,
how would you know that?
Unfortunately, I cannot give any further details without releasing personal information.
I'm not on about mentioning names. I'm just saying, like, for instance, my parents
I know when he has access to the internet. The one in question that would be doing this kind of thing. I know when he has access to the internet, because my parents, that's one of the things that they do to punish these kids, is to reduce their access to the internet to only when stuff what they need for their homework and stuff like that. I know when he has access to his Xbox and what he's doing on his Xbox. I know how to set that up.
The safe list.
You guys have got that high control.
Because there's a government website where you could not.
Jem was talking.
Jem was still in the midst of it. Actually, hold on.
I was wondering how you did it.
I am too. I didn't ask. I am also wondering.
And I know how to set up the router at my parents' place to make it so that certain products can only be on the internet at certain times.
Right, but for instance, your foreign exchange student, although foreign, let's say they're not so foreign as the more foreigners. What am I talking about?
What the fuck?
I don't know. That was.
So you're saying like an American comes over here, yeah? So someone who knows the language and everything.
What did
even America, Australia, whatever.
Yeah.
And America, yeah. You said America.
I said America.
You use a Cisco.
And they come down, right? They know the same as me.
Canada.
Do a proxy. Search up I think it's hot proxy. Not that I'm advising anyone to do this. It was something like that. And you do that, and I could get on any sexual content or any violent content my heart's desire.
RISP automatically blocks proxies and stuff.
All that.
There's another one called Tor.
The Onion Relay, yeah.
We ain't great role models, no, are we?
No,
there's another
one called Tor, and you can access everything, and it's
Yeah.
all your scripted. It's all hidden.
Yeah.
I've got Tor on my phone, and you can literally.
He doesn't. He's just.
No, I do. It's not. I don't. All that. It's just sometimes I just go on it because you can find some like weird shit on there.
Shit. I mean, weird.
No, but like that is a cryptid site. You can just download it. It hides every data and everything, and it uses this search engine called DuckDuck.
Good.
It's like Google, but it's called DuckDuck. And this is why you see all these weirdos in that, like on the dark web and all that. It's through Tor.
And this is why I would ask Jem, how would you keep control of it when people like me and you were more inclined? Yes, we are older, but say 10 years ago we had that knowledge.
When we were 15.
To be fair, I wouldn't use it through my own.
Okay, so the okay. Am I allowed to answer the question now?
Nope.
You are allowed after SD says his point. Gone.
Okay.
Yep, SD's done.
I was just asking Jem, like, what kind of Cisco tools did he use, or what DNS client he used to actually input the safety DNS client list.
Okay, so the tools that I used, the Microsoft Family Safety stuff for Xbox is what I use for the Xbox. As for everything else, first of all, the ISP that my parents use, their family safety settings makes it so that you cannot access any VPNs, proxies, anything. So I know exactly. It's that secure. There's no way around it. I personally tried when I was at home and an adult and was allowed to do that kind of stuff, and I wasn't allowed to. I had a very difficult time trying to get past it, to the point where I was using my phone's.
When I got my first laptop, never.
I was using my phone's wireless hotspot. Now, before you say anything, I know for a fact that the foster children that my parents look after do not have unlimited internet, so they cannot use it that way. So they cannot escape that way. They have to have a top-up phone, not a contract.
I get it. That's the thing. Right?
Well, I do agree that Mark Zuckerberg isn't solely responsible. Yeah. But
he as he was trying to say in that,
it's like Elon Musk, right? Buying Twitter. Oh wait, him buying Twitter, and it's called X. Oh, sorry.
To be fair to Elon Musk, he did actually try and somewhat successfully removed a bunch of child sex offenders off of. No, not the left-wing assholes, but the child sex offenders that were on X. He did actually try and has mostly removed them.
Most maps are left-wing anyway.
Anyway,
but they are part of the LGBTQ.
The rest of the LGBTQ community doesn't want them to be part of the LGBTQ community. I can tell you that much. They don't want them there.
The parent control. Because when I had a laptop, when my first laptop my dad bought me when I was like 14, there was a parenting control on it, and one day my laptop broke. So my dad went on it to fix it. And when he went into the search engine, he was like, so what's this lesbian on lesbian stuff? What's this lesbians win 69? And I went, oh, that's the research. it was like so awkward. He just looked at me and grinned and went, "You sick fuck." I said, "Shut up, shut up." Yeah, but there was like weird shit. I was like hot black chicks on white chicks, and
damn, interracial lesbian stuff.
Lesbian colonizers.
It was embarrassing, but
so that's why me and you reacted it then.
That's why my dad still looks at me with shame. He does. He loves it. He does. Could have been worse. Could have been gay porn.
It was.
At least it's
I'm
not
making
gay
it.
porn. What?
The point I'm making is it's not his solemn responsibility. Solemn responsibility. But the fact that you own something, you need to take some responsibility for it. So, for instance, something that isn't as bad as this. So,
You said it's your
Disney
product.
owns
You sort it out.
Disney owns Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
So Star Wars has gone to shit mostly. Disney have made a couple of good products, in my opinion, and that's it. It's gone fucking AWOL, right? Not AWOL, sorry. It's gone haywire.
Probably about 20 years ago.
So even
SD, can you not talk over me, please?
Not like a social issue. People are still talking for some reason. Even if it's not that, like a social issue. So social issue. Even that, right? People like, you could say, "Oh, George Lucas is sold it. He hasn't got any blah, blah, blah." But the guy, to me, like it's funny. I don't want to get too much in this, but it's just a big example for me because, as much as I love his vision and his focus on Star Wars in general, the guy should hold accountability for the fact that he sold it in the first place. Like, even the year he sold it, which I don't know what it was, but even the year he sold it, Disney weren't exactly, much of anything as far as creativity and everything good film-wise comes, right?
Yeah.
Even Marvel would have been better to sell it to than Disney. I'm not trying to be funny, or DC. Yeah, well, I don't really know what's going on with that. I think they've got some of Star Wars. It's a bit fucking, it goes everywhere. But the point I'm making is, out of everyone to sell Star Wars to Disney. So yes, I think everyone keeps going, George Lucas, no. I think actually some people should be attacking George Lucas himself, and this is coming from the biggest Star Wars lover here. I could probably name twice. I'm not saying this to be fucking the biggest dork of them all, but I could probably name much more Star Wars shit than any of you, right?
Well, that's
not me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be funny. But
no, we don't. You're a fucking goof.
I am funny. I'm not trying to be funny. I am funny. But like, people should be looking to George Lucas and being like, people at Lucasfilms, Disney, they've really fucked it up. This is partly your fault because guess what? He sold it, so it's partly his fault.
Yeah, but he can't predict the future. Nobody can predict the future.
That dude knew.
He went woke.
He knew something. You're telling me he went into a meeting with that. He didn't just phone him up, did he? He didn't, yeah, I'll sell it to you, mate.
He sold it for a lot of money, though. But once he sold it,
there was definitely a fucking meeting to sell that shit.
He sold it. As soon as that's sold, that's out of his hands. It's like if someone...
Yeah, it might have been out. Yeah, but he still has hand. No, but he still has...
It's like people that create lives with chefs and that.
No. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Well, the ones who create...
Also, R-Techz. Also, George Lucas did hand over a bunch of scripts for the sequel trilogy that he had in mind, and Disney looked at them and threw them out. So you can't say that he didn't try.
What's the point?
He looked at them.
But it's like someone like the person that created butcher knives to cut meat. Yeah, as soon as you sell that and someone goes and murders someone, is that your fault? No, because once you sold it, it's out of your hands.
Yeah, because that literally.
Yeah.
Don't sell knives then.
Is the person who invented knives responsible for all the knife murders?
Social media
are knife manufacturers responsible for?
George Lucas sold it.
Yeah.
He's still, in my opinion, got to take some form of responsibility. Mark Zuckerberg didn't make Instagram, but he bought it.
Yes.
He knew what it was about. You're telling me? Oh, come on.
Yeah. He has been adding parental help services to it, parental controls to it. How can you say that he's not doing anything?
Come on. It's Instagram. What else are we going to Instagram for? I go on Instagram for two things: cats and.
If the Dingle Games, if I sold you Dingle Games and you renamed it and you played games that are completely opposite to what's on there now, that's out of my hands because I've sold you that. That's not my responsibility anymore. What you do to that is on you, not me, because I've sold you it. That's yours
Yes,
now.
but the people who have been your fans for that
I wouldn't
long,
say Dingle Games anyway.
but the people who have been your fans for that long would have that.
They'd be pissed. They would go to 0.
No, I mean they'd literally be pissed.
But so what
what?
you could have done is
But
wait to see what
the
he
fact of the
did,
matter-
But you would.
In that analogy, Dingle would have his money. He'd be able to then just go off and start a new channel and do the same thing.
But you would get royalties from it, right? Dingle would get royalties from that, wouldn't he?
Not if you change the names and everything.
No.
only if he had
What
Jay.
about changing the name? No one's changed the name of Star Wars.
No, yeah, but
Fucking Trans Wars, have they? It's Star Wars still. Yeah. It's Star Wars.
yeah,
Star Wars.
he only gets royalties on the projects that he was involved in.
Lucasfilms are still a thing.
Brand wars.
There's no Lucasfilms anymore. Lucasfilms hasn't been cut or ties. There's still Lucasfilms. His
Yeah.
name's in the fucking thing.
But-
Lucasfilms.
Yeah,
So
but
yes, I feel like the guy should get more flack than what he does for Facebook. And
This one's not open.
wrong about that. So we go back to Zuckerberg. I feel like yes, he actually should take a lot of responsibility. More importantly, I think he should just give up the fact that he feels. Even you said when we were watching it, you said he doesn't sound that remorseful.
He don't. He didn't make any eye contact.
Doesn't-
He looked
no
he
eye
didn't
contact.
care. Didn't care.
So I get what you're saying to some degree. I get what Jem's saying.
To some degree.
SD, I don't really know what he's on this, but
To some degree.
He's made all
But,
this
like,
money.
you need to at least sound like you care. Like you.
Like, if I sold you
Because he-
Dingle
he
Games, I would not give a fuck what you
No,
do
but
with
you
it,
would
'cause-
care if this was happening. If kids were losing lives, if children were committing suicide, even if they were just getting bullied, I'm guaranteed you would look to me and you'd be like, Ryan, what the fuck have you been doing with Dingle Games the past few years?
Well, no, because I'd go, well, my daughter's still alive, so.
No.
It's just other shitty kids, isn't it?
That's a bit hard. Cut out.
There's no cutting, no clipping, no trimming.
My daughter's
I told
alive.
you this.
so-
We had this discussion earlier. I
Fuck
bought
'em.
by the end.
It's just other shitty kids. It's shitty kids.
Kitty.
Probably
All
another
the kids have shit faces though.
Oh,
alright. Anyway, there's only so much he can do in those situations.
yeah, exactly.
Aside from making it so only 18-year-olds can be on there, which I believe he should do, but at the moment there's not really much else he can do, because everything else he's done has been in the protection of these kids. But if you're not using the tools that he's providing to protect your kids, then it's down to you.
Yeah, but in the
Unless
algorithm,
you use
It-
AI
it-
to
people
work
are searching
out
up fucked up shit, and I'm not gonna say what it is because we'll get cancelled. But like they've been searching up the stuff, and not him. The moderators haven't deleted it from the algorithm. They've been going around.
Well,
When you properly look at this stuff, I feel
well
like you probably
then the parents should be more involved in the children's internet searches.
or Instagram shouldn't have the sexual content in the first place because
No,
Instagram's got a porn site.
Hang
So
on.
I'm 31 years old. I shouldn't be able to go on there and see naked people.
Oh yeah.
Should I?
Take that away from us.
No.
Oh,
I'm saying that though. I shouldn't be able to do that. Just the same with Facebook, same with X. I know X has the preview thing, but like you've still got to identify your age, and yes, you can lie, but you know, it's
thing is, with
you
these
still can view
social
it, and that's what's disturbing, or it should be. I hope.
with these social websites, there shouldn't really be porn on it anyway. It's
Amen.
a website where you get
Yeah,
funny news,
yeah,
stuff
you're
like
right.
that.
That's
Well,
what I mean.
That's what I said.
there's no fucking facts on Facebook because it's all leftist propaganda, mostly. I only
should be
really
no
started getting off
porn
about
sites on
Facebook because they had a load of Black Lives Matter and all these Antifa fights, and they were showing them being absolute fucking cunts to the general public. Mark Zuckerberg should make it so there is no sexual content, or there is no.
Or at least crack down as
porn
much as
on
we can.
there.
Or when
Or
he
at
gets
least
questioned,
make-
he should
or at
speak up
least
and
make
say,
them
yes, we
sign
will
the
crack
agreement.
down and act fully in the moment. Because you look at the video and he doesn't seem fucked. He doesn't care. That's what I get from the video. I don't think you guys expected me to be this passionate, but like, you look back at it and just look at it. Watch the video again. Any of you, anyone who watches the fucking 20 people in a year's time who actually watch this, look back at that video and tell me that he cares, because he doesn't.
I'm actually scared he's gonna punch me.
Look at the video again. You said.
Don't hit me.
I will. Off camera. You said it. They haven't, but they probably know it, right? The dude, he's looking at. You're telling me he's put in millions of pounds into Meta, right? And he doesn't know what's it's fucking bullshit, mate. And the fact that even if he didn't, he should speak up at that point and be like, "Holy shit, I made this as a joke with my friends to compare girls."
He wouldn't be able to.
This age of kids getting fucking. Not going to keep going about
R-Techz, at the start of that episode, he was told that he knew because he got an email, and he wouldn't have been able to turn around and say that I didn't know this. So
he was too busy getting rimmed at.
So you're proving my case more than exactly the point.
SD, can you just not bring up Epstein's Island? Because he canonically cannot have been there unless he was one of the people being abused. SD, can you just shut up about Epstein's Island?
He has enough money to like sweep it under the.
There it is. There's the banner I wanted.
Under the rug.
It's not banner. I hate you.
It's not that he's got enough money to sweep it under the rug. It's that he's young enough that at the time that this was a thing that was happening, he would have been one of the people being abused on the Epstein's Island, not one of the abusers. Anyway, can we now be on topic rather than constantly trying to say that he's a paedophile?
Well, he's either a paedophile or a lizard.
No one said that, Jam. You're putting words in our mouth.
Yeah, but he does look like one.
I
said that.
Now that I've covered that bit, right, R-Techz, he couldn't say that he didn't know because there was evidence that he did know that he was confronted with before he was allowed to answer. And then he was asked who he fired for the failings. Yeah. And again, that would have been him turning around and saying this person's name and straight up doxing someone for something happening, or him turning around and saying, I didn't fire anybody, which all those parents would have then kicked off and tried to kill him.
No, that's what he said.
But the thing is...
That's what he said.
No, what he said is that it's not appropriate... No, what he said is not appropriate for him to say. Which I think is the only option that he had.
No, I think it's very important stuff, and I'm sorry to say, when it comes to...
I agree that it's important stuff, but at the end of the day, these...
Imagine when I get a kid, fucking hell.
But when you get a kid, I imagine that you...
Oh, you can't see it though, you got it.
Sorry.
There. Oh.
No, it was the right way.
No, because it's mirrored.
Well, it's the right way on our screen and the screens of the people that matters, okay?
There you go.
If you want your opinion, Jem, we'll give it to you.
They're on my side. They're on the God of War side, man.
No, I'm not on
your opinion.
We'll give it Warhammer and Fallout and God of War.
It sounds like narrative.
R-Techz.
Fortnite.
I haven't played Fortnite in ages.
There
Where's
you
the fucking camera? Hey.
That's it, yeah. Stick your finger
Why
on
is
the
it so fucking hot? What the hell?
Because it's on.
Yeah, but I literally feel that. It's like fucking boiling.
What are you touching me for?
Feel that camera.
Yeah, it's because I'm in front of it.
Alright.
Anyway, carry on, SD.
Yeah, with that,
Haps.
Zuckerberg doesn't really... it doesn't sound like to me he has a level 2 in English. He sounds like the schooling has failed him.
Yeah,
the only thing he really knows how to do is program the original design. By that point, it probably got to... Well, yeah. By that point, it got to the point where he was unable to actually get anything right because everybody else was doing everything for him.
He's a millionaire.
He's the face of Meta, and that is all. I doubt he has any real overall control of it.
Yeah, but he's a
I mean,
millionaire.
he can give his suggestions, but I reckon most of it's done by third party. Just think about the investors, your advertisers,
The SD,
shareholders,
you quickly.
all them having
You're
their
right.
say over
SD.
him. I mean, unless he has some sort of, I don't know, 51% shareholding.
Probably
I
does.
don't know if he
You're right.
has that much power.
Listen. I don't want to keep. We're gonna go. We're probably over time already. SD, I understand. I get what all of you are saying, right? The point what I'm saying is, put it this way: can any of you tell me who the CEO of Nike is?
No.
No.
No, exactly. Who's
Matt
the CEO of?
Matt Loffred.
Who's the CEO? Who the fuck's that? Oh, that's the actual.
Let me just reinforce my point.
Here we go.
Shaking camera. No, go on. Fair enough. We all know the McDonald's one. That's fucking obvious. We all know the
McDonald's
KFC
brothers.
one. That's obvious.
Colonel.
Who's the fucking CEO of Burger King?
Burger King. That weird king guy.
The king.
That weird
Guy
king
that
guy.
wears
No one
the
knows.
crown.
Right, no one knows. Who's the CEO of Pepsi? Who's the CEO of Cola?
The Pepsi guy.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Coca-Cola.
Fair enough. We all know a few. Most of us don't know most of them, right?
Yeah.
So, yes, Zuckerberg we know because guess what? Film about him. So, yes, we all, I mean, I knew anyway. We all probably did. But the point being, there's a film, blah, blah, blah. We've all got to know who this figure is. So, you can't get involved with companies who do shit like this to get fucking literally children, kids committing suicide. Do you guys not?
Okay.
I was in.
Let me ask you a question. Should the
42 years
Should-
old with like
should
3 kids.
should the CEO of Coca-Cola be held responsible for their obesity?
Suicide, everyone keeps talking. And they're underage. What? That makes no sense. When they're not overage and they commit suicide, that hits me deeply. And I've got no children myself. Probably won't at this rate. Maybe if you get a sex change, we could probably work that out.
Maybe it's just Americans.
But it really
in general.
does.
Okay.
And that's
Okay.
the thing, because you're so in the spotlight, if you're going to be more greedy than what you already are, you own Facebook. What the fuck do you need money for?
Okay.
To live.
Same with Elon Musk.
R-Techz, let me ask you a
What do you
question.
need money for anything else?
R-Techz, should the
You're gonna-
should the
you're gonna
CEOs
get backlash, you need
Okay.
to accept it.
okay, should the CEOs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Burger King, all these other fast food places be held responsible for obesity?
No.
So why is Mark Zuckerberg being held responsible for the actions of other people?
Hold on. Because Cola doesn't own everything else, and Pepsi doesn't own everything else. Cola owns Dr. Pepper. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if they own anything else.
Yeah, but should the CEOs of those companies be held responsible for childhood obesity, which leads to a lot of situations which may even end up leading to suicide?
Nah, mate. Chance
This
of that.
reminds me of
So why is it one rule for them and one rule for Mark Zuckerberg?
Do you know what?
reminds me of a meme I made years ago. It was like 3 tips for a flat belly.
Well, I think
It-
I think they
Don't
are.
eat so much, you fat cunt.
I think they are. No, I think they are responsible. I think they are responsible. I think they are responsible. Not fully.
No.
Not like let's jail them. But I think of course they got a fucking hand in it. You
People
joking?
can't self-govern.
So
Yes, they do.
Like, if someone
So-
doesn't.
You sell sugar and water. What do you expect is going to happen?
Yeah, but you know, if someone just constantly drinks it, that's their own fault. They know what they're doing. It's like fat people. They eat. They know why they're getting. They know why they're getting fat. It's not like someone's going into the house and injecting their salad with calories. They know what they're doing.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Why are the fucking mouth shut?
Ricky Gervais.
I personally think that the people who should be held responsible for all of these things are the people who actually did these things to these kids. Mark Zuckerberg didn't personally go down. Mark Zuckerberg didn't personally go on Facebook and start sending hateful messages and telling kids to kill themselves, did he?
No, he didn't. No.
He did. I got the proof. I got the print screen.
So,
It was me.
so unless he's been going around doing that, which fine, then he should be held responsible for that. If he isn't the one that's going around telling people to kill themselves, he shouldn't be held responsible for the actions of other people.
When did Facebook get fucking started? You're telling me this guy doesn't know anything? Doesn't know his head from his ass?
No. I'm not saying that he doesn't know it's happening. He knows it's happening, and he's been trying to stop it. There's been so many conferences that he's had to go to talk about shit like this, and every time something new he has done to try and fight it has happened.
I'll go to a fucking conference.
R-Techz versus Gem
Then you want to swim in your ginormous swimming pool. That would annoy me.
He has been trying to stop this, but there's only so much he can do because he cannot control people's free will.
Yeah, that's
Time to elect it there, mate.
That's a good point.
I mean, R-Techz, what if someone came online now and started giving you shit for no reason?
And I'll join you.
Who's responsible for that person's actions? Is it the head of Twitch, or is it that person?
Dingle is for letting them in this house.
Reminds me of somebody sent me a message saying, "I'm your worst enemy," and I sent him a message back saying, "Oh, you're me, are you?"
Anyway,
Hey.
If someone comes on the Twitch chat now and starts giving us lot shit, who's responsible for that?
Oh, sorry,
The head-
deja vu. What happened?
Yeah, I know exactly, but who's responsible for that? Is that the head of Twitch, or is that person that started doing it?
Person who started doing it.
Yeah. So why are you then going? Well, the head of Twitch needs to give you money. That's basically what you're saying.
Wow. No, two of them. JM.
And unless it's given the platform to these horrible people, I mean, other than that, it's vetting the advertisers and not showing.
The thing is, it's
mature bodies.
I do get what you're saying, Jem, and I'm not ignorant to
unrealistic image of a body. That's where I go back into my point earlier, which was body types.
I'm not ignorant to what you're saying, Jem. I appreciate it. But
Do not allow yourself to feel for them.
But
They will not feel for you.
I don't know. It's hard to get in the what's the term? The envy boat.
I ain't got envy for it.
Not the envy boat. Empathy boat. Sorry.
I ain't got
It's
empathy.
hard to get.
I ain't got empathy for my granddad. 96.
That is
96.
That's a good age.
When people get that much, however much fucking marked up, it's hard to get in that.
Well, when you got that money, you don't give a fuck about
We don't care, and you know he doesn't.
But why should he care though? Because it's not him that's doing it. He's doing all that he can. He's been doing all that he can. Why should he care if these people haven't been doing what they can to protect their own children?
Human being, mate.
This is quite a good debate. I love it. Ryan's getting. It's the first time I've seen Ryan angry.
It's one of those things though where you have to take into account that if you've done all that you can and bad things still happen, then sometimes it's just not your fault.
It's just no, I'm on your side, Joe. I think everything you said is right. I'm literally everything you said is correct. I think Ryan's a bit of a pussy. He needs to grip of shit.
I
completely agree with what you mean. You know,
I do agree with SD that they need to sort out the algorithm for the advertising so that kids don't get adverts for sexy singles in your area or anything like that. I do agree with you, SD, on that.
Hot mums in your area.
Hot milfs in your area. Mature cougars in your area want to shag young men.
I love it when Pornhub shouts that out loud so my neighbours can hear.
Yeah.
That's how they've got on purpose, done it.
You need to install an ad block thing.
But yeah, I do understand that you can't have empathy for someone that rich. But don't expect him to have empathy after he's been doing everything he can and he's given you the tools to do what you can do.
That's what I'm saying. You can't prove this.
Yeah, but
how's he
He's created the tools.
Yeah, we all know that. just telling me stuff I already know. We all know that.
You didn't deliberately go out
Colonel
there.
What else is he supposed to fucking do?
He's dead. You planning on
Thanks,
breaking my
mate.
chair?
Let's wrap it up. Time.
Not on camera. I'll switch off before he does.
Time.
Sorry, SD. He's definitely the most quiet.
He keeps sitting on my chair like it's going to run away. Like it's not going to run away. It's there.
Can't run away. It's got no legs.
It's twice. It's gone.
Put your dildo on it.
God,
No,
we're gonna fall out. Turn off the
Fuck
stream.
it.
Let's fight, and we'll come back.
It's fucking fat head.
Square head.
It's not square anymore.
Mate, don't give me the right. Oh wait, that's Dan McKee. Yeah. Carry on.
No names.
Okay.
Gem makes a good point. I think I'm going to have to stand with Gem on this debate because, you know, I think you're just a dick. And
I'm.
I mean, I don't want to stand with Jen, but
you've been
got
hyped, you've been hyped, excited, and everything. You tried breaking my chair twice. You can fuck yourself.
No, mate, I was hyped for you to come
Your
back.
face,
And
mate.
not, can we get the mic, please?
I think every
coming
debate
back.
we've been in, though, I've like stood by Gem because he's like the smart one. So I have to go, yeah, I'm
Give him fucking smart one.
Gem can say something so outrageous and stupid. I'm like, yeah, it's probably right.
Jem would be like,
No, Gem could say
Jem would be like, the clouds are actually.
Jen would be smart.
No,
Like,
Gem
amen, brother.
could say the clouds are actually made of candy floss that they use in candy floss, and I go, oh, fuck, really? Why would you need that shit? You know what I mean?
I wish I could come up with something as fucking stupid as that.
What is this?
Right, can we get a Jem? Can we, not Jem. Can we get a SD?
Yeah, SD, you say something, please.
Come on. Come on. Let's hear
Oh
it.
my fucking god. We're conscious of
yeah.
time
So
here.
fucking quiet.
Overrun by about half an hour.
We are at 1 hour and 10 minutes.
What do you say? An hour and 5 minutes?
10.
Hour and 10 minutes. That's right.
Hour and 10 minutes. Oh,
Well, an hour and 8, almost 9.
We haven't heard a baby cry, SD. You're fine.
Just asleep.
He was talking to her earlier, actually.
He wakes her up. Hey.
Moan about me drinking too much.
You say,
You want me to get up?
say I'm drinking. No, I'm not drinking too much. Just say I'm drinking too less. If you're drinking too much, you don't drink enough.
Anyway, SD, can you
Yeah, SD, please. Just
edge yourself into this argument and say which side you're on?
Edged myself into this argument.
say something.
Yeah, I just want to put a point across. Mark Zuckerberg is more of a face for Meta because I don't really believe he's actually.
Take it.
Yeah, shut please. It's like he knows what's going on because owner of a big company, he should know what's going on. And if he doesn't, he's not a very good owner or CEO or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Robot.
So it's a case of he should know what's going on. He probably does know what's going on, but he doesn't have the emotional intelligence to understand that certain things shouldn't be happening, or should I say, and there should be a case of vetting advertisers. Thinning out scams,
Points I'm really going with.
not platforming scammers or people, unwanted people,
You haven't had anything to drink.
reoffenders, fake accounts,
What if he's had anything to drink tonight?
those sorts of things. I just think it gets to a point where this guy has probably got so much on his plate that in some ways he isn't responsible, but in other ways he is, because he hasn't run his business as well as he should have with his reputation that he has, i.e. he's worth 170 billion, so people should expect him to act in a way that somebody who's worth that amount of money would behave. And where he kind of like half-asses a fucking apology to the people behind it.
Tumbleweed. I'm gonna do that.
I think it's a case of where he should at least go, yeah, I fucked up. I'm going to try and make it better.
But he didn't.
And then later day,
SD, he hardly did that. SD, listen. He hardly did that. You saw the same video.
I
saw
know.
the same video I did. I saw the whole
different
video,
point.
right? I'm telling you, this guy did not have much remorse. He didn't even sound human when they were asking this stuff, right?
I said half-assed
behind
apology.
dead
Half-assed
behind
apology.
him. People lost their sons and their daughters, right? And he's like, it's like, do you know what it's like? It's like fucking Jurassic Park. You know when they see the dinosaurs? It's like that. He's like,
I said
it's like, what the fuck? Like, where's the remorse?
Okay,
bro?
okay.
Like,
R-Techz. He did say that it was a half-assed apology.
it was something, bro.
He did say it was a half-assed apology.
I even said he's not behaving in a person.
Say that again, Jim. Wait.
SD did say that it was a half-assed apology. He did repeatedly say that. You
Amen to that.
can you not attack him for saying the exact thing that you were attacking him for?
If I don't say your name, I'm not attacking you personally. I didn't say his name. Carry on. I didn't say your name. I'm not attacking you. Go on. I wouldn't attack anyone on the podcast.
It's just a case the safety aspects weren't being used by the users of Facebook.
Sorry, he literally fell off the seat.
Users of Meta broadly say over all
that was so ridiculous.
that he owns.
I have him back up. He's coming back. There you go.
Fucking
I did that so lightly. He's just too fucking.
I was hanging on the edge.
Why are you acting like that?
How embarrassing. Anyway.
Sorry, what I should say, I wouldn't attack anyone verbally.
He just
I
did.
physically.
You just did.
Anyway, get back to the point in hand that I was trying to finish before I was rudely interrupted.
By Gem. Fuck, bro.
I don't know who you are anymore.
He doesn't.
We all went listening so intently.
Shut up. He's not behaving in a way that a CEO should. Yeah, it wasn't his fault that these kids died, even though it's his platform, but he did have safety in mind after he built the platform. Much like the internet was designed to share information, but not securely.
Oh, don't do this.
Security wasn't built on the internet.
Nah,
it's the same
bro.
way with the
You're
social
not comparing the
platform.
whole internet to...
Oh my fucking god.
Carry on. My bad. Carry on. Go on.
The original platform was built for a social aspect, not the safe social aspect.
Internet wasn't first built for social...
Fuck! I'm not finished.
He was talking about Facebook at that moment.
He said internet.
So it's
He said that what Mark Zuckerberg had built was built for the social aspect, not for safety. I think most people would have understood that.
It gets to the point where
Big time.
this guy is acting in a way where he's out of his depth and where he's trying to modernise his platform, and he's being attacked at the same time for when these heinous acts have happened.
Carry on.
And I find that it's not his fault, but at the same time it is his fault because he hasn't really thought about the product that he's providing, and where he's taken on huge investment
You got a screen.
such as
Instagram,
WhatsApp, those sorts of platforms.
Amen.
You have instant messaging, so-called secure instant messaging, and also the ability to show your life, show your food for some fucking reason, where you're going. Basically, somebody can go on Instagram and know your whole life.
He's going to off
What you put on there, and all the photos of places you've been, the way you live, that sort of thing. He hasn't really thought about the original social aspect of this being the safe part.
Yeah, but you're partly agreeing with me there, Steve.
If you want to murder someone, go on their Facebook, go on their Instagram, you'll know.
Yeah.
But he hasn't really thought about that because
The platform was originally designed for the social aspect, not the safe social. That's why these safety controls have come so late in the game, it's almost too late.
Play the game.
You can't vet everything because it's so large.
So you do agree with me that? So you half agree with me then? You think that he just got himself too deep into something he didn't understand?
He holds partial responsibility.
Of course he fucking
A
does.
large amount of responsibility comes down to the users.
Of course he fucking does.
I can mime it. Watch me.
He does. Of course he does. You can't be the top dog of a company and not take any responsibility. That doesn't make any sense. You wouldn't say that in a family-run cafe, would you?
I said partial responsibility.
Yeah, I know. I said partial. I'm not saying I never said he took all the fucking responsibility. I said partial. I never said Mark Zuckerberg takes. You know what I mean? He deals with everything in Facebook and Insta. No, I never said that. Click any part I said that. I never said that at all. But you're the head of something. You've got to take some fucking responsibility, especially when it comes to children, because that shit will piss me off. Hence why I'm talking right now.
I mean,
it does. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to be. And he just keeps miming whatever.
I was waiting for you to say that.
But like, in case you couldn't tell, I actually care. So.
The apology right should have been. I tried to build a safe social. I built a social platform originally, but I didn't realise the social and safety aspects of. The safety aspects of showing your life on Facebook and what kids could be possibly exposed to. He then should have gone on to, I am working towards a line of security and safety controls to prevent these situations happening in future. But he didn't say that. I mean,
he was trying to say that, then the chairman of the committee turned around and went, fuck you. You need to pay all these people money.
Wait.
That's what was happening. That was what was happening in that video. He was trying to say that he was putting those things in place, and the guy in charge was going, fuck you, pay those people money.
Nah, bro. Look at his face. Watch that fucking... Tell me he looks convinced of whatever he's saying. He's like a fucking budget Joe Biden, mate. He doesn't know what fucking planet he's on.
Fucking budget Joe Biden.
Yeah, I said it. That's a fucking new video.
He's worth more than Joe Biden.
Suck Biden. There you go. Oh, wait, no, don't suck Biden, actually. You'll probably get fucking Alzheimer's.
Yeah, touch his grey hairs instead.
I mean, that's so gross. But seriously, like, people ain't got their fucking priorities in place, bro.
He has
so much money. I'm telling you, if he was a nice dude, like a proper I care about the world dude, we all know for a fact, we haven't got to pull up statistics, he could... No, you're laughing, but like, seriously, seriously, how many people were behind him?
Oh, there's going to be a Rumble tonight.
Let's have a guess. About 30 people? About how many people were behind him?
Oh,
say 30.
You push me one more time, see what happens.
Say 30. What do you reckon? About 30?
He should have said it into the microphone.
29.
What do we? Let's go all out. We'll say 50, right? 50 people behind him.
No.
50 families. I don't know what they were actually asking for. So, what was the conversation? Did they give any amounts or anything?
They didn't say anything about any actual amount of compensation or anything. He was just asked whether he should.
The parents told
even if he gave them a grand each, right? A grand, and that's less here. We're fucking England, not America, right? Grand each. Bum, 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 bum. What the fuck's that going to cost him? Nothing. That's probably like me giving you 20p.
Our currency's more than America, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's fun American. But he could have done that.
The parents take responsibility as well.
Nothing, but instead he's fucking and don't buy it. Don't buy the stuff. Oh, you got to bite the bullet. No, I've taken you got to bite the bullet. If you bite a company,
side of a bullet.
If you buy a company, you have to know what you're getting involved with. Disney, they buy Star Wars. no idea what the fuck they're doing. They get a bunch of feminists and we want a woman this, woman that, gay this, gay that. No, it's turned to fucking shite, right? Lucas is whatever. I don't care for the fucking script. The script didn't come to life, did it? So here we are now and what's something important and the same things fucking happened. Like, I don't care what his fucking vision was.
Okay, so what you're saying is the person who originally made Instagram and sold it to Mark Zuckerberg, they need to also be held responsible and they should be putting money in.
The Mark Zuckerberg, yes. If that's what you're about to say, yes.
So that's what you truly believe?
Yes.
Okay. Go find him.
Yeah, go find him.
Yeah. If you truly believe that, you should go find him and tell him to go to that committee and put his hands up and say it's my fault.
Yeah, he's probably.
He's probably.
Who actually sold Instagram to him?
I don't actually know that. I can look it up.
You said some bad shit.
I ask Alexa?
Whatever. You said when he's been more controversial, so I'm putting my.
This is true.
Mark Zuckerberg, Instagram.
Should we do last thoughts and then head on before we get way too? We hit like midnight. We're still here shouting.
Oh no, I've gone deaf in my fucking left ear.
So this person, the person who originally owned Instagram, is a guy called Kevin Systrom.
Mr. Systrom and Mr. something else as well.
Kevin Pissgrove.
Systrom, Systrom.
Alexa, can you answer the question again, please?
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry, there is nothing to repeat.
Oh, sorry. Let's just calm
I
down.
answered the fucking question.
I want some tinkler. You alright, Steve?
Yeah.
Sure look like it.
It's Alexa being crap again. I asked her to answer the question again, and she was like, "Oh, you didn't answer me any question."
Last thoughts before we're here for fucking forever. Final thoughts, and we'll get us.
Who's starting?
I would say R-Techz go first because he's going to take the longest.
Rude.
That you're the we'll get to you.
Damn.
Who's the main host here?
Is it me?
No, I meant
Right. Okay. Yeah, I don't believe Mark Zuckerberg should be accountable for what this is happening. He didn't deliberately do this. This was kind of out of his hands. So, he's a weird guy, but hold your breath.
Fox kids.
There's no evidence of that. You're going to get us all fucking sued, you twat.
I don't believe that he literally went out of his way to murder a load of children. I generally don't, but I know like shit in America's weird. I mean, Hollywood's weird and all the kids and shit, but I don't think we'll ever know the truth. I don't think he is, but the man needs to have a bit more oomph about him. Like when you're in a situation like that, when they're questioning you about the death of children, don't just keep staring at the floor and looking at your shoes. Fucking man up and say your words. Apart from that, that's what I gotta say. I think the guy's weird. I just think he looks like a fish. Like he just looks like a fish to me. A sexy one. Like weird, controversial stuff. The guy's weird. I don't think he should be accountable for what happens. Because once it's like you said, as soon as something like the Disney thing. I mean, you sold that. That's out of your hands. That's nothing to do with you now. Like if I sold you Dingle Games, which I never would, what you do with that, I wouldn't give a fuck because you just paid me a shitload of money. You do what the hell you like. You go do whatever you want. Shag a load of men if you like on the live.
Yeah.
I do not care. It's not my responsibility. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. The guy's weird. That's what I gotta say about that.
My final thoughts are thanks for listening. We'll be the SureDiesAlot. Bye. Thank you for joining us on this episode, though. It has been a good one.
It has been a good one. Good debate.
Far more.
Good debate. I like it.
Yeah, I'm not usually like. Oh.
You fucking Jesus Christ!
Sorry, I'm too fiddly. It's ADHD. I've been far more confrontational than I usually am. So I slightly apologise, but at the same time, We all agreed that we wanted to get a bit more opinionated. No, I can't say that. Opinionated.
Yeah, but you keep breaking my shit. So it's going to be more than opinionated.
It's there. Dingle, look.
Why don't you jump
Why
on
does
my
it say-
chair again for the sake of it?
Oh, Bagsy.
You fucking, you've made me feel physically sick tonight. You've kicked me off my stool.
And that was just
I
on my
reckon R-Techz should suck
Not
dick
off my
off
stool. Carry on. You're annoying me.
inconvenience.
Who's the host there? Kind of sort of, yeah.
It's you mongoloid. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
thanks, mate.
Lloyd.
I forgot where I'm fucking going off now. But yeah, no, I do think if you own something in the start, I think of course you fucking know. Ah, you guys, we've got I didn't realize how much we've got such different brains when it comes to this show. Yeah, I think when you think of something and you bring it to life, yes, of course, have something right. That doesn't mean everything comes down. That doesn't mean Mr. fucking Zuckerberg. What did he buy? 3 platforms, 2 platforms. That doesn't mean everything comes. Yeah, it's fine.
Did you put it on the right way?
I hope.
Move your fat, ginormous head.
No idea.
Yeah, it's on the right way.
It's fine. It doesn't mean everything comes down on you, right? It doesn't mean I want to have sex with you or your wife. He's muted me. Hello, I'm back. Hello. You did miss the wife part. But yeah, I do. Yeah, 100%, mate. I think you. Yeah, I mean, who? Okay. So here would be a question for Gem and SD. This is purposely why I left them last. He just fucking. You saw that? He literally put that silo right on my face. And all I went was that, and then you fucking went flying. The reason I said it is because we're falling out tonight. This is gonna be a long one. Reason why I left you guys last is because I forgot the point. That was far too funny.
Why do you keep looking at me? I ain't gonna talk to you. Fucking bully, man.
Bully?
Come in
my face.
Come into mine and push your stool.
Oh, bro, we're
I
not
give
doing
you my
that.
fucking chair, man.
Bro, I'm done. Right, next is SD. Go.
Yeah, to boil it down, Mark Zuckerberg only holds partial responsibility. Other responsibility comes with the parents and the advertisers and the people actually doing the bullying. So yeah, in short, he's not really to blame, but it is his platform. So he should really do everything in his power to actually stop that shit happening. I wouldn't say putting controls in place, but educating the adults that allow their children to be on such a platform. Or at least inform the adults, oh, by the way, your kid's on this platform, if the adult already has an account with the platform. Within security controls and privacy settings, and law, by that matter. And that's what I've got to say.
I've got all the time in the world for you, SD. But now it's time for Gem to speak.
He doesn't hold responsibility for the actions of other people.
Boy, you do appreciate it, guys.
That is getting so fucking old, man. You've burped 8 times in my face. Let Gem fucking speak.
That wasn't a fucking burp.
You burped 8 times directly in my face, man.
No, I didn't burp.
You make me physically sick.
Can you two mute yourselves for a second whilst I speak, so I can just
I didn't fucking burp.
Go ahead.
I can do that for you.
Oh, bro.
Okay.
There we go. Speak.
Thank you. As I was saying, he's not responsible for the actions of other people. Those people can do whatever they want, but if they break the rules, then they need to be sorted out. And they need to be sorted out by the Instagram, Facebook, Meta, whatever it is, security team. Which means that the people that are being abused or being whatever need to then report these people. There is a report button. There is a lot of stuff in place for you to use to secure yourself on these sites. It's not his fault that these people do not use these things.
I just want to. Can I say something on your point quickly?
Go on.
What would you define as hate speech? Because it may be a case where someone is.
What would you define as cyberbullying? It doesn't have to be hate speech to be cyberbullying.
Yeah, true. I mean, I guess you could say that if someone was trying to prevent someone from doing an action that they shouldn't, but at the same time that person said, "Oh, he was bullying me to stop me from doing that action," even though that action was self-deprecating.
But what's the situation here is that these kids have killed themselves or harmed themselves because other people on the service have been saying things to them or showing things to them that they do not like. And those people should be held accountable for their actions. Mark Zuckerberg is not responsible for those people's actions. He has put the tools in place. He has a team that have all of this stuff put in place. He needs to sort this out. Anyway, I'm being told now by the silent pair that we need to stop.
Well, I was just thinking in short, is like, where do you draw the line?
The line's drawn where it's drawn, alright? Can we end this now? Because the other two are panicking now and trying to get information across to us. Can you unmute them now, please?
Yeah, we're finished.
It's been a bit of a weird episode. We do appreciate you guys joining us. This has been episode 40. This guy's been...
I thought I missed you, but I didn't.
This guy's been Gem. This guy's been Dingle. This guy's been SD. And my lovely self is R-Techz. Do we have anything else to add on this lovely Mark Zuckerberg?
No, let's just end this.
Episode 40. This is season 4. Please keep checking us out. We got about 7 more episodes to go. Peace.